As the cost of living continues to rise, side hustles have become a go-to strategy for Americans looking to stay ahead of inflation. From covering everyday expenses to saving for summer travel, flexible work is helping people boost their income without burning out.
But how do you know which side hustle is the right one for you? So joining us now on the couch is Kira Caban, a flexible work expert with InstaWork, and she's got some tips and tricks to beating inflation and some things that you probably and I probably don't even know we can do with a little bit of spare time. Thank you so much for being here this morning. We really appreciate it. Great to meet you. What are some of the, you call it sort of flex work, what are the most in-demand jobs right now?
So at InstaWork, we have pretty unique insight into real-time demand for businesses across the country. And as spring and summer is right around the corner, the weather is turning nice, there's a huge demand for food service and bartenders. Think about all of your outdoor venues that need to meet your fan experience. Also, with the tariff uncertainty, a lot of businesses ordered goods ahead of time. And so now there's a huge influx for warehouses who need workers to get that product to retailers and to consumers at the end of the day. And then those retailers will also need workers to get them on the shelves and into consumer hands.
So there's a lot of opportunities out there, it sounds like. I'm wondering if you have some tips on how people, once they've sort of identified, okay, perhaps this is a side hustle I could do, how can they maximize their earnings from that?
So I think it's really important to set a financial goal. That is the first thing I tell people to do when they ask. And I would set one that's tangible, not lofty, not 18 months down the road, maybe 4 or 6 weeks, because as soon as
4 to 6 weeks?
4 to 6 weeks.
Okay.
You can move the goalpost.
Sure.
But you want to have something that when that income starts, it fuels the ambition and it keeps you motivated. The other thing that you want to be careful to do is stay local. You don't want to spend all of your hard-earned money on gas or public transportation because it'll just be defeating at the end of the day when you see that money go out the door. And if you stay local, then you'll see that income rise sooner. And look for demand. Warehousing we just talked about. The opportunities will be there. The pay rates will be better, and then you can build your schedule accordingly.
It makes sense that convenience is part of an effective side hustle, right? Because you're saying don't add a commute to your life. Right. This needs to really work for your routine. I'm told that you say stadiums, restaurants, you mentioned that. Concert venues can be game changers too. Are these some of the seasonal businesses? And like you mentioned outdoor restaurants.
Sure.
There are summer concert venues, that kind of thing?
If you think about all of the big artists who have just announced summer concert series, they usually happen at baseball stadiums across the country. All of that is going to require a lot of demand, and they're going to need people, bartenders, food service, all of the type of roles that we just talked about to make sure that those fans are having a great experience and get in on the action. Why not mix some drinks and hear, you know, your favorite artist in the background, right? Like have fun while you're doing it.
It's a win-win.
And you can make some good money in the process, so enjoy it. Baseball season is another one. Stadiums all over the country are going to need help. So if you're a baseball fan, it's a perfect opportunity.
So you also suggest stacking gigs in order to reach your goals. What exactly does that mean? Tell us about that.
Stacking your skills is an interesting notion that I love. A lot of people think that a side hustle is only one skill or one avenue that they can pursue. Take full stock in what the skills and experience you have. If you're a barista in college, dust that off and make some extra money. If you are the resident bartender at your family get-togethers or when you go out with friends, tap into that. You can make some great money, and I think it's something that people don't necessarily think about when they think about a side hustle.
Yeah.
I have to imagine that it's not just the added money that you can add with this sort of flex work economy and the things you're suggesting, but also that on a resume, it adds diversity to your life experience, that you can say, hey, I'm applying for something that coordinated with my day job, but I do all of these other things. Maybe it's people skills, maybe it's just working in the world that give you a more, a different approach to your next job.
I mean, I think it's important. The more that you can build out your resume beyond what traditionally was, okay, you're going to follow this specific path. Show leadership skills, right? Show that you can roll with the punches and that there's diversity in your skills and experience. I think it's incredibly important.
Some really good tips, some really good advice, and now I think people will hopefully walk away considering other options.
I hope so.
Yeah, those Taylor Swift tickets are expensive.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe I could mix drinks and hear her.
That's right.
That's right. Well, Kira, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Really appreciate it. Great to meet you. We'll be right back.